The thing you've been avoiding. The thing you're terrified of. The thing that makes you hesitate, overthink, and hold yourself back. You think failure is the enemy? You think failing means you're not good enough, that you should quit, that maybe you were never meant to do this in the first place. But what if I told you that failure isn't just not the enemy? It's actually your greatest advantage. Because here's the truth. The faster you fail, the faster you win. Let's break it down. 1. The people who win the most fail the most. You know what every successful person has in common? They've failed more times than you've even tried. Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team. Steve Jobs got fired from his own company. Oprah was told she wasn't fit for TV. The difference between them and everyone else? They didn't stop. They understood that failure isn't a dead end. It's a shortcut. Because every time you fail, you learn. Every mistake teaches you something you can't learn by just sitting around thinking about it. Most people don't fail enough. They avoid it, delay it, run from it. And in doing so, they also avoid growth. But the ones who really make it, they fail fast, they fail often, and they use those failures as fuel. 2. Failure speeds up success. Most people think that if they take their time and make everything perfect, they'll avoid failure. But the reality? They're just slowing themselves down. You can sit there, overanalyzing, planning, waiting for the perfect time. Or you can just start. And yeah, maybe you'll mess up, maybe you'll fail. But guess what? That's the point. Because the faster you fail, the faster you get feedback. And the faster you get feedback, the faster you can adjust, improve, and get better. Think of it like this. If you wait 6 months to launch your idea, then fail. You wasted 6 months. If you launch in 6 days, then fail. You've got 6 months left to fix it and try again. Failing faster gives you more chances to win. 3. Reframing failure. It's just data. The reason most people fear failure is because they take it personally. They think, I failed, therefore I suck. But that's not how failure works. Failure isn't proof that you're not good enough. It's just data. If something doesn't work, that doesn't mean you're a failure. It just means you found one way that doesn't work. Now you're one step closer to figuring out what does. That's why scientists don't fear failure. They experiment, they test, they analyze. If a scientist runs 100 experiments and only one works, they don't sit around crying about the 99 failures. They take what they learned and move forward. You need to do the same. 4. The failure resume. Here's something crazy. Some of the most successful people keep a failure resume, a list of all the times they've failed. Why? Because it reminds them how much they've learned, how many times they've bounced back, how every failure led them closer to where they are now. Try it. Make a list of your biggest failures. Then, for each one, write what it taught you. You'll realize that every failure pushed you forward in some way. And if you've never failed at anything, that means you've never taken a real risk. And that's a bigger problem. 5. The fear of looking stupid. Let's be honest. Half the time, you're not even scared of failing. You're scared of looking stupid. You don't want people to see you mess up. You don't want to be judged. You don't want to admit that you tried something and it didn't work. But here's the thing. Nobody's watching you as closely as you think. Everyone is too busy worrying about their own lives to care about yours. And the ones who do judge you, they're usually the ones who've never done anything themselves. So ask yourself, are you really going to let the opinions of people who don't matter stop you from becoming the person you could be? 6. The only way to fail for real. You want to know the only way to truly fail? It's not messing up, it's giving up. As long as you keep going, keep learning, keep adjusting, you haven't really failed. But the moment you quit, that's when the story ends. So the question isn't, what if I fail? The question is, what will I do when I fail? Because you will. That's guaranteed. But whether you use that failure as an excuse to stop or a reason to push harder, that's up to you. 7. How to fail the right way. So how do you actually start failing faster so you can win sooner? Here's how. Stop hesitating. The longer you wait to start, the longer you delay success. Take action now. Start small. Don't aim for perfection. Just put yourself out there. Analyze your failures. Instead of feeling bad, ask, what did I learn? What can I change? Detach from your ego. Failing doesn't make you less worthy. It makes you smarter, stronger, and more experienced. Keep moving. The only failure that matters is the one that makes you stop trying. Final thoughts. Failing isn't something to avoid, it's something to embrace. Because every failure brings you closer to success. Every mistake is a lesson. Every misstep is a setup for a bigger comeback. So stop running from failure. Stop treating it like the enemy. Fail fast, fail often, learn, adjust, grow. And soon enough, you won't just be failing. You'll be winning.